Do you have a problem with procrastination? Then this is the video for you. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to stop procrastinating. So I have a question for you. What are you waiting for? We know that over the past few years, we've had all sorts of issues happen in the world with pandemic, with climate change, with inflation, interest rates, money up and down and all over the place. It has been a mess. The world has been a mess, and it has been so challenging to be living in this time and this season on this planet. But with problems come opportunities. With opportunities becomes the ability for you to be able to step out and step into what it is that you want to do. We know that a lot of people struggle with procrastinating, and even though we know that they have a dream that they want to fulfill, they never seem to be able to fulfill that dream, generally because of fear. There is an underlying fear somewhere in their mind, in their psyche, in their system that is stopping them from moving forward. But also a lot of people are waiting for that perfect time. They think that there's a perfect time to be able to kind of move forward, and they never feel like now is the time. But if you need a sign, here's your sign. Now is the time. Today is your day. This is the day that you need to step out and be bold and be brave and do what it is that you have always dreamed of doing. One of the reasons why I'm so passionate about this is because my father passed away recently, and like many of you who have lost a loved one, I think it's always a reminder, it's always a wake-up call of the frailty and the fragility of life, and that tomorrow is never guaranteed. You know, you never know what's around the corner, and you never know what tomorrow may hold. So you may be waiting for that perfect time, and you may be waiting for all the stars to align, you know, and everything to, all the pieces of the puzzle to come together at exactly the right time before you make a move. But it never generally happens like that. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You have to have that boldness and confidence to know that if this is really something that you are being called to do, if this is something that you really, really want to do, you say you want to do it, you say you want to do it, and if you really want to do it, then you're going to have to find it within yourself to step out and move forward. So let me give you 3 steps that you can take in order to help you stop procrastinating and move forward. Step number 1 is take a small step. Take a small step, break it down, because we get so overwhelmed with the bigger vision and the end goal that we forget that, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes many, many small steps to get to that bigger vision. So for instance, if your goal is to lose weight and to go to the gym, one of the hardest things is always just getting through the door of a gym to start with. So what you need to do is get your gym clothes out ready, put them by your bed, and they're there and they are ready for you to just put them on. So you need to make it easy for yourself to take that first step. Let's say you want to start a business. Well, and you say, well, I'm busy, I don't have time. Okay, well, everybody has 15 minutes in a day to be able to do something. So maybe you can just allocate 15 minutes in your day in order to make a phone call, in order to send an email, do some research on Google, whatever it is that you need to do. I'm sure you can find 15 small minutes in your calendar in order to start. And once you start and take a small step, you'll start to see momentum start to build. You know, things will start to happen, because when you do something, then something else happens, and then you do something and then another door is opened. But if you stay there and sit there and procrastinate and do nothing, then nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. So my first piece of advice to you is take a small step. Just make it very, very small, but you will feel happy within yourself that you've actually done something towards it. So tip number 1 is take a small step. And tip number 2 is to know your why, is to understand why is it that you want to do this certain thing. So let's say, for instance, my women's home. So I want to build this women's home. And the reason why I want to do it is because I've been in an abusive relationship. You know, there are many women out there that have been in abusive relationships. And because I have a love of property and I own property, I just feel like that's my calling. My calling is to build places and spaces for women to thrive, you know, and beautiful places as well, where they will feel comfortable, but also be inspired by the surroundings, be empowered and able to, you know, give them the confidence to be able to move forward. So even though I'm in a challenging position right now of trying to find the money to be able to renovate my property, and I feel like giving up, I'm not even going to lie, I feel like giving up because I've struggled so much to find this money that I really want to give up and just sell the property. But when I remember my why, and I remember these women are depending on me to be able to fulfill this vision in order to help them. You know, that's what drives me forward and keeps me going. So remember your why, know your why as to why you want to do something. Keep that front and center. Even if you have to put pictures around your house, have it as the screensaver on your phone or your laptop. Keep that front and center, and that will help you stay focused and stop procrastinating. And tip number 3 is to stop with the excuses. Yes, I'm telling you right now, you have to stop. You have to stop. You have to stop. You know, we've heard them all before. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the resources. I don't have the team. I don't have the energy. You know, all this negativity is dampening everything that you want to do. You say you want to do. So you have to stop with the excuses. And all those excuses may well be true. I'm not saying that they're not true. They may well be true. But by you putting that out there, it's not going to help, because words have power. So instead of saying, I don't have the time, you could say, I don't have the time yet, but I do have 5 minutes that I can spend on it, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Make it something small enough that really, if you said it to somebody, it's like, really, seriously, you don't have 5 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, or I don't have the money. It could be like, I don't have the money yet. So for me, that's what it would be. I don't have the money yet. The money is coming. The money is here. I have to believe that the money is already here. Somebody in a world of, I think we're on 8 billion people, has my money. Somebody has it. They just don't realize yet that it's my money, not theirs. And if that's you, I'm just telling you, you've got my money and I want it back. But we have to stop with the excuses. You know, we really do. It's not serving you. It doesn't help you. Change your wording, change your language, change what you were saying. Change it to, I don't have it yet, but it's on the way. Or I don't have enough. So you have some money, I am sure. You have some money, you have some resources. There is something there. Nobody is left with absolutely nothing, no way, shape or form to be able to fulfill their dream and vision. I don't believe for a second that there is nothing. There is something in your hand already that you can use in order to move your dream forward and to stop procrastinating. I would just like you to just have a rethink on all these excuses, because I just really don't believe that they are true. You know, I think that there is something that you have. You may not have the money, but you have a bit of time. You may not have the energy, but you have a bit of money. You have something. You have something. So my tip number 3 is to stop with the excuses and find what it is that you do actually have. I hope that these tips have helped you. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what else helps you when you start procrastinating. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.